hundreds of Turkish businessmen from 2008 to 2018, and also your active participation in investments in Pakistan is highly appreciated. And above all, your contribution in humanitarian projects in Pakistan is very well known. I said this last night, and even at the cost of repetition, that the entire population of Pakistan witnessed your great efforts during earthquake, during floods, led by my brother, Excellency President Tayyip Erdogan himself and the First Lady. Today, we are here to seriously engage ourselves with you because you are very serious-minded business people and your achievements are outstanding. It's a shining example for all of us. I wouldn't want to take more time because we are going to listen to you today. But let's do 3, 4, 5 things so that we are able to achieve our targets. Pakistan has a buoyant automotive industry, and yours is far superior, no doubt about it. But then it's a question of competition, and in order to promote our sales, not only between two countries, to third countries, let's collaborate and cooperate. For example, in your automobile industry, as I said, your quality is second to none. You are exporting to Europe, so those standards have to be met. But what we can do is, through mutual agreements, manufacture parts and components of automobiles at lower cost, because your labor is very expensive. Ours is still comparatively cheaper. So we can have this wonderful win-win collaboration in this automobile industry. And then, of course, you produce your own grain and you are self-sufficient in wheat, we know that. But your textile industry is again very strong. Pakistan textile industry is also very rich in experience, and we have great giants sitting here on the right side who are leaders of textile industry. So again there can be space and gaps to be filled by joint cooperation in textile, for example. Without going into details, this is again a win-win, collaboration between two brotherly countries. And then you are far ahead of Pakistan. In fact, you are one of the world's leading country in building dams, hydel power generation projects, and then renewable energy. We discussed Zolo last night. So your capacity to build dams and hydel power generation should be leveraged by us in Pakistan. So you will invest money, get profits, and we get cheap hydel power electricity. This is a great vision which we must, actualize through joint discussion and quick decision. Similarly, in renewable energy, we have great potential in Sindh, in Balochistan, in KP, and in Punjab. Like wind power generation, already Turkish companies, as I speak, we know, are already active in Pakistan, in Sindh, in Punjab. And let's promote this, solar energy and wind power for two reasons. A developing country like Pakistan cannot afford prohibitive bill of billions of dollars to finance our very expensive oil and gas and other related items. We cannot. So we have to replace our import of raw material by, enlarging the scope of hydropower generation and renewable energy. And this is, a wonderful combination. Great investors are sitting here on my left, experts and experiences with you. Please come to Pakistan, and all our cascade from Diamir Bhasha down to Tarbela Dam and Mangla is full of potential of 40,000 megawatts. 40,000 megawatts. And this will have two wonderful impacts. That it will control flash flooding. It will definitely be very helpful, because once you have such floods, it is devastating, and we've seen in 2010. And two, exploit these great potential points and convert them into energy. So how to go about? These are matter of details. This late morning I am just trying to elaborate broad parameters of our future cooperation, which must be kick-started before I finish my humble comments. And three, you will have profits, and we will have these great advantages, including restricting desiltation process through this investments from north to south. So I think these are some broad areas where our cooperation can be very, very productive and profitable. Yesterday I met this young gentleman from Zulu. He is now bearded. I took some 20 seconds to recognize him, and so he's here. And they have been very keen. They have invested in sand and in wind power, and they were very keen to invest in solar. Finally, this moment has come, and all hurdles have been cleared. So what I'm saying is that these are milestones to be achieved. Only then will this have a semblance of reflection of our brotherly relations, which are very genuine. They're not artificial. A taxi driver here in Ankara or in Istanbul or in Lahore, in Karachi or Peshawar or Quetta, once he knows that a Turk brother is sitting in his taxi, he will say, I will not charge you, as they would not charge in Istanbul or in Ankara. Or somebody sipping coffee in a Turkish coffee shop, once he is known that he's from Pakistan, they will say, thank you, you are a brother, Kardesh. So I think this is what the spirit is all about. And it is not from today or yesterday, it is from centuries, my brothers and sisters. So I am here today with my great team, on left and right, and of course on this right side, on the left side, to convey this message to you in no uncertain terms, and absolutely loud and clear that I will be, along with my colleagues, we will be, welcoming you with both arms to come and invest in Pakistan, promote trade, and through innovative measures, through modern technology and modern skills. We have a very young population. 60% of our population, span from 15 years to 30 years, and it is a big challenge. But according to this Chinese time-tested quote, a challenge has always with it, opportunities. So, this young generation in Pakistan, boys and girls, we can, and I offer this, great, opportunity here, that let's train them with modern skills and technology, IT-led technology, so that they are empowered, and then they become great, leaders of Pakistan. And today, I'm telling you that our neighboring country, India, their IT field exports something like $200 billion worth IT products, and ours is just $1.5 billion. It's a shame. So I think this is again a great opportunity for us to collaborate, and we have now a sizable base of IT knowledge in Pakistan, but this needs to be further multiplied manyfold. So this is again a great area of cooperation. Similarly, agriculture, dairy farming, I know a project is coming up in Lahore through joint venture. Mia Mancha, I think he's putting up a dairy farm with Turkish collaboration. So all this is very well, very good. But then it is not enough. Rather, it's very, it's insufficient and does not reflect our brotherly relations. So let's resolve today. I've requested my brother, Trade Minister, that before we conclude this meeting, we must sign a letter of intent that yes, through our untiring efforts, we shall achieve a bilateral trade figure of $5 billion in 2 years to come. Difficult, but not impossible. Nothing is impossible in this world, provided we have the will to do. Honorable Foreign Minister has reminded me of this visa issue, and I want to tell you, categorically that we will, inshallah, resolve this issue, and visa will not be an obstacle. Rather, we will have this visa turn into visa where we all earn and spend. So let's do this in a manner which is befitting and mutually beneficial. At the end, I'd like to quote Iqbal's part of his stanza, which is very relevant in this day and age for both of our countries. Jahane taza ki hai, afkare taza se namud. Jahane taza ki hai, afkare taza se namud. Ke sang o khich se hote nahi jahan paida. Ke sang o khich se hote nahi jahan paida. Ke modern societies, innovative world and progressive societies, prosperous societies are not built through building palatial buildings and houses. If palatial houses were to be the hallmark of modern societies, then let me confess and admit we have such fantastic buildings in Islamabad, in Lahore, in Karachi, in Quetta, and Peshawar. But that's not how modern societies are built. Iqbal says, "Ke sango khich se hote nahi jahan paida." Through marble and brick and mortar, you can't build modern societies. It is only through innovation, through modern techniques, through knowledge, through hard work, through untiring efforts, through sacrifice, which you have done and which we must do. And together we will, inshallah, achieve our position in the community of nations. Thank you very much. Allah bless you. And Turkey, Pakistan, Dosti, Zindabad.
वज़ीर आज़म शहबाज शरीफ जो तुर्की के 3 रोज़ा दौरे पर तुर्की में मौजूद हैं, वो तुर्की पाकिस्तान बिज़नेस काउंसिल की तकरीब से खिताब कर रहे थे। इस मौके पर वफाकी वज़ीर तिजारत और सरमायाकारी नवीद कमर भी मौजूद हैं, वज़ीर ख़ारजा बिलावल भुट्टो ज़रदारी भी हैं, वफाकी वज़ीर इत्तलात मरीम औरंगज़ेब भी मौजूद हैं। अब से कुछ देर पहले शहबाज शरीफ ने खिताब करते हुए कहा कि दुनिया मुश्किल सूरत हाल से गुजर रही है। पाकिस्तान और तुर्की ने हर मुश्किल वक्त में एक दूसरे का साथ दिया। दोनों ममालिक के दरमियान तिजारत और अवामी रवाबित बढ़ाने के मौके मौजूद हैं। तुर्क ताजरों को पाकिस्तान में सरमायाकारी की दावत देता हूँ, ये कहना था वज़ीर आज़म शहबाज शरीफ का, जो अंकारा में तुर्की पाकिस्तान बिजनेस काउंसिल की तकरीब से खिताब कर रहे थे। दीगर खबरें शामिल करें। कराची में आतिश ज़दगी के वाक़े से मुतालिक आपको अपडेट करें। कराची के इलाके जेल चौरंगी पर कायम सुपर स्टोर के बेसमेंट में आग लग गई है। इसके मनाज़र भी आप देख सकते हैं। फायर ब्रिगेड के 8 टेंडर्स आग बुझाने में मसरूफ़ हैं। मज़ीद इसकी डिटेल्स हमें प्रोवाइड करेंगे नुमाइंदा जियो न्यूज़ काशिफ मुश्ताक।